Hey, welcome back to Branching Out. I don't know what I'm going to be doing this weekend. It's been calling for rain. It's been raining since like rare early this morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning right now. And I got to get out there and clean out those totes so I can get going. But on top of that, I was able to get a whole bunch of potting pots. I couldn't tell you how big these are, but they're more like a pail than a pot, and they don't have a hole in the bottom. I think these were used for tropicals where the water needs to be where they can sit in the water a little bit longer. But what we're going to do is we're going to drill that out with a little bit of a hole saw here. We're going to see how that works out, and we'll be using these pots for, well, pretty much everything. They're great for the size of a bush. They're not great for a big tree, but they're good for a starter tree. So we'll be using these. I got these for $1 a piece. Again, just look on Marketplace and you'll be surprised how many deals you can get on Marketplace. And if you look at the price, you know, $1 for the bucket, $2 for dirt to fill it, and a seed, and then you sell it for $50 in a year and a half or something. I mean, you can see the profitability. So we're gonna get into cutting some of these holes out and see how it works. These are very fragile, so they want to crack when you squeeze them or hit them too hard or anything like that. They're a little brittle. So let's get going. We'll do that for now. We'll hope the rain kind of stops, and then in between the rain, hopefully I can get some the pump started and get it washed out, get those totes washed out. There's 10 more to go, and that's the plan for this weekend. So let's get going. Yeah, it's really coming down out there. We're gonna see some movement in the pond and the swale. Well, it's supposed to be like this off and on all day. But I'm back on the thing. I'm drilling out the holes. They're coming out really clean. The only problem is these things are so slick that I can't separate them. So I got to spend some time kind of separating each one. And that's just the way it's going to be. So that's going to slow me down. So these are definitely not my ideal pots, but they will do for $1 a piece. No problem. Look at that. Just cut it out like nothing. Piece of cake. Let's get back to it. Well, I was cleaning out my totes. I got two troublesome ones that are a little caked at the bottom, so we'll try and get them in place, but it's been raining so much that I can't even use the tractor right now. But I just wanted to show you my grapes here. Lots of grapes coming out on my vine here. These are Concord grapes. So it'll be nice. What we're gonna do right now though is we're gonna go pick some gooseberries. And I'll show you. Let's get over there. See, the blackberries are coming in nice. Man, those look big. Pretties too. And you know, a couple of fruit trees. I have one gooseberry right here. It didn't produce this year, and that happens. It happens all the time. I have trees that go a whole year without putting any fruit out, and then the next year they're just like caked with fruit. But this one here, as you can see, we are ready to pick. So I'm going to fill up a little container and show you how much we got off this one little bush, and then later on I'm going to be coming back in here to do a little bit of pruning. So not really a huge haul, but there's still a bunch on the bush in here, and we'll come back next week and get a couple more when they're a little more ripe. But yeah, there's enough to snack on. But I only have one that's fruiting this year. I do have 3. One I can't find. I think it got damaged or killed. But yeah, we're just down here in the food forest, you know, taking what nature gives us. And eventually we'll be replacing, you know, a few trees like these dead apples here. So I want to get them in. But right now I just got to finish up on the hill there with some of those totes. And then once they're up there, you know, it's just a matter of doing the plumbing and doing more picking and stuff like that, more planting, more propagating, which I'd never stop. But yeah, it's not going to be a very long video this weekend. All I have is what's going on right now, and I didn't want to show you the me washing out the totes. I thought that would be pretty boring for you. But yeah, I got some raspberries, or excuse me, blackberries are coming in there. And right over here we got the blueberries coming in. This is just a little guy. And I got to get down here with the whippersnipper and start, you know, pointing out where my blueberries are, because I do have some on the hill there. I'm just falling behind in my planting. So yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up down there and tell all your friends. Don't forget to make a comment if you got something to say, need a question answered, or just want to chat. I'm always here to help as best I can with what I'm doing. I know you can't necessarily see them, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lily flowers. And I started with 1 2 years ago. So I just wanted to show you that because it just keeps going. And these bulrushes, we got to be coming in here and probably pull out some of these because they're just getting out of hand. And then look, I've even got one in my big pond over here. Zoom in on that. See, there's one right down by the sprinkler there. I got to get that out of there because I didn't want them in this pond. But yeah, another hascap down in here doing okay. But yeah, down here in the pawpaw section, really, I'm gonna zoom out. Pawpaws are doing okay this year. Pecans coming back after I thought it was gonna die. But yeah, put them next to my lupins here, some nitrogen fixing. But yeah, this one's struggling a little bit, but it's doing okay. And then there's that one. But yeah, just got more and more. And then we got our little garden here that we did here. I just want to show you this real quick, I guess. I can't help but show you guys what I've been up to. Or I come in here and I weed the best I can. We got some squash and some watermelon. There's a watermelon down here. And then my raspberries, with all the rain, are doing okay, but you know, these are like almost first year canes, so I don't get too many raspberries out of them. Got some hemlock right here. That's hemlock. Right there, you can tell by the fuzzy leaf underneath, and it kind of looks like Queen Anne's lace, which is actually right beside it. This is Queen Anne's lace right there. You can see that little bug in the middle. But yeah, just gonna keep going. Hascaps also. Just want to do a little update on the hascaps that I did last weekend. They weren't doing too good to start or at all, so some of them are dying. Some of them are okay, but yeah, they just didn't make it very good up at the top here. They want to die, but I'll just let them go. We'll see if they come back. Got the pears in there. I got some grapes sitting in the little clear box that I got from Canadian Tire with some sand. And I'll be making some cuttings of hascaps soon enough. Try to get them rooted, and we'll just get back to growing. I can't wait till I get back to growing and stop doing all this building. But yeah, so here we are. Gonna have to, I just removed all the water out of this one because I'm gonna have to move it and add some dirt basically down in here. I'm gonna have to add some dirt, build it up a bit, and get that in there properly, and then add some water and weigh it down. But we'll see how far we get tomorrow. Maples are hanging in there. They're getting enough water. So I got all those new pots now. So by the end of the season this year, probably again, October is my big year when everything starts to cool down and stop growing and go a little dormant, and we'll start putting them in. I think with the hascaps, it got a little bit of the transplant shock. It was very hot. I was messing with the roots a little bit too much. Probably should have waited till October to do that. But yeah, these are doing well as well. So can't wait to see how many I get out of that, how many I got growing. I'll be putting these in the greenhouse this winter and keeping an eye on them. But I don't know if I'm going to get to the door or not, but we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. So this is getting ridiculous. I got to get up here and do some pruning. There's just so much to do this weekend. Just kind of bouncing around from one job to another. I kind of tweaked my back a little bit, so I'm going to take a little break and do something else. But yeah, all of these upright shoots got to come down. We'll do a before and after picture, and then I got to clean up. But this is also the one pair that I have a little bit of an experiment on. I've been dumping all my banana peels around it. That's all I've been doing. You can see I'm starting to get a little pile of banana peels because I eat bananas every weekend. But yeah, we'll see how that works out for the tree as well. But yeah, let's get in here, clean it up, pick what we want to save, and keep cutting. All right, so we're all done. Obviously there's some that I missed, some that I couldn't reach, but some I just left just because we can always cut them again in the fall or in the winter or next spring. But yeah, there is some pears on here. I did cut some branches off that were overlapping. Sorry for the noise, that's the wind just coming in here now. But yeah, then I just chop and drop. Everything goes down at the bottom of the tree along with those banana peels. We'll see how well it does. Now this was my most cut tree. I left it to almost bare nothing and she came right back, so she's doing well. And what I did is I took a bunch of the cuttings, and I'll just show you that real quick. ABP, always be propagating. So I always grab my sprouts there, and now I'm just going to shove them under here, under the where I'm growing the maples right now, which probably should be more in a shaded area, but it's been pretty cloudy the last little while. So we're gonna take a chance and see if any of these catch, and if they do, we'll just plant them up. I only have 3 left that are giving me trouble for cleaning. I'm gonna have to find a tool for it. Maybe some kind of really small hoe. I have a hoe, but it won't fit inside it, so yeah. So I got a bunch of them in there, and what I'm gonna do is just wait a little bit. I'll clean them out again. It's just some little pieces of like charcoal size pieces that I can't get flush out. So I'll get them out, and then I'll fill them up with water, weigh them down a bit, and then we'll get on to the fun part, which is putting in all the plumbing. All right, so this is the other big tree that I wanted to show you. I got to do some severe water spout removal, and you can just see that after I did that huge hard prune, look at all these pears, just massive amounts of pears on these. So let's get to work. All right, quick prune there. I was up in the tree there, but yeah, I like it. Looks good.